Only fools would walk away, but we're standing here today. Through the storms and history, only fools and SAFC. Sunderland till the day I die, underneath the west side sky. Through it all we still believe, only fools and SAFC.
Well, hello, you lovely lot. How are you getting on? Hope you're alright. So, we're back again after what seems like an age. Back with the next video, the match preview of our up-and-coming game at the weekend after another boring international break. We're now back. Fulham away at the weekend, Craven Cottage. Big game. You know, trying to maintain this fantastic run that we've been on after the massive result against Arsenal before the break. We're now looking to kind of capitalise on that and keep on pushing on and getting a big win in London again. Now, not going to be an easy game down there, but a little fact about Fulham. So Fulham are London's oldest professional football club, founded in 1879, formerly known as Fulham St Andrew's Church Sunday School FC. They changed to Fulham FC in 1888. They've played at Craven Cottage since 1896, and that traditional kind of tight old stadium situated right on the banks of the River Thames is always a difficult place to go. They are currently managed by Marco Silva. Now, Marco Silva's done a cracking job with them. He's been a decent manager over the years. He's been in England since January 2017, where he took charge of Hull. He then went to Watford, Everton, and then Fulham. With Fulham, he's played 198 games, won 86, drew 43, lost 69, got a win percentage of 43%. And overall in his career, he's got a win rate of 47%. So he's a decent manager. He's always done well wherever he's been. And I think he was linked with the Tottenham job only in the summer. And that's kind of led to a bit of unrest at Fulham. Things not all rosy at the club. He did criticise the owners at the start of the season. So Shahid Khan, the Pakistani-American-based billionaire who's in charge of Fulham, been there since 2013. But Silva criticised them, saying they were too passive in the transfer market in the summer. They only spent 40 million quid on 5 players, which is not good, to be fair. And that statement's kind of proved to be true as they've had a poor start of the season. They're currently sitting 15th place, just 1 point outside the relegation places. They've played 11, won 3, drew 2, lost 6, scored 12, conceded 16, got 11 points, like I say, just 1 place out of that relegation zone. They're on a poor run of form as well. They've only 2 wins in the last 7 games. They lost last time out against Everton. Before that, they beat Wolves, and I think they won't beat Wickham in the cup, didn't they? But then before that, lost the last 4 against Newcastle, Arsenal, Bournemouth and Villa. So it's probably the best time to play them, to be fair. You know, like when we played Aston Villa, like when we played Forest, like when we played Wolves, teams that were in poor form and struggling a little bit, we then done the business and capitalised on them. Now, having said that, Fulham have offered Marco Silva a new contract this week. His contract runs out at the end of the season, and there is talks that he's not going to renew because of the grievances and what's happened in the summer, and he hasn't been backed. So I don't know if he's going to renew that contract, but there is one there on the table. They do have some decent players, though. You know, they've got some good players that I like, that I would like to see at Sunderland. So Alex Iwobi's a good player, I like him. Harry Wilson's a decent player. Smith Rowe. Now, Smith Rowe's the one that's gone there from Arsenal, looking to kickstart his career, but I don't think it's really happened. I don't think he's been playing that many games for them. But on the day, they can all be very, very good. But the top-rated player, Joachim Andersen, I don't know if he's going to be playing. I think he might have been injured against Scotland in the break there. I think might be a concussion protocol there. But they've got the goalkeeper Leno, Kenny Tete, like I said, Alex Iwobi, Harry Wilson, Kevin, the young midfielder who's kind of one of the next big prospects apparently. Ryan Sessegnon on his day is a good attacking fullback. Like I've already said, Smith Rowe, Sander Berge and Tom Kearney. So they've got some decent players. But they have struggled for goals and assists this season, as you can see. So Harry Wilson, their top goal scorer, along with Sessegnon with 2 goals. Alex Iwobi, Smith Rowe, Lucic, Jimenez and Muniz have got 1 each. Same with assists. Iwobi's got 2. Chukwueze, Lukic, Jimenez and Muniz have got 1 each as well. So that's where they've struggled. Top end of the pitch, really, really poor, really, really bad. And they've also got some injuries and suspensions of some key players this weekend. So Anthony Robinson is not playing, got a knee injury. Sasa Lucic is suspended. He's, the kind of the heartbeat of their midfield. And also Rodrigo Muniz, the centre forward, is also out with a thigh injury. After that, like I've said, that they might lose Anderson as well, and Kenny Tete might not play either. So they have got some serious issues around the squad heading into the weekend. So I think, like I've already said, similar to when we played Villa and that, this could be a perfect time to go and play them. For us, it's been a good international break. I think all the boys have come back kind of unscathed. The only one that I'm probably concerned about is Reinaldo, because I don't think he featured in the 2 games for Mozambique. And this, I've heard some rumours flying around that he could be a doubt for Saturday because of his fitness. But, Siddiqui and Masuaku helped Congo get to the World Cup playoff. Xhaka helped Switzerland qualify for the World Cup. Ballard got sent off for Northern Ireland, which means he's got no more internationals this season, this year, which is good. Alderete got sent off Paraguay against USA and he wasn't even playing. So, a masterstroke from Alderete there. So he's got no more internationals to come as well. Talbi, I think, was an unused sub in the Morocco games. So he become back fit and well. So the biggest questions for us really at the weekend is what formation do we play? Do we stick with a back 5? And does Régis Le Bris stay loyal to the players that got a fantastic result against Arsenal? Or do we switch back to our usual 4-2-3-1? As Fulham, they play a 4-2-3-1, so for me, I would kind of match that up, I think. And based on that, and if everybody's fit, this is the team that I would play at the weekend. So, I would have Robin Roos in goal. I would have right back Noddy McQuillier, centre halves of Dan Ballard and Alderete, with Reinaldo if he's fit at left back. Then Siddiqui and Xhaka in midfield, with Talbi, Lafia and Isidore, kind of a front 3, playing just behind Brian Broby. Now, there's a few changes there. I think if everybody's fit, I think Trey Hume, we know Trey Hume's a really, really good player, and I do like him. But like I've said in the past, I think if everybody's fit, that Trey Hume just misses out. That's why I like to see McQuillier there. I mean, Gertrude missed out there as well in that time, which, to be fair, he's done no wrong since he came in the side. So there probably is a case that Régis Le Bris will stay loyal and might stay with that back 5 that did so well against Arsenal. But you can see I've also put Isidore on the left-hand side and brought Broby in. I think Broby in the last 2 games when he's come off the bench has looked a right handful, gets the goal against Arsenal, his confidence is sky high, and I think Isidore, we bought him as a left winger, and I think the pace and power that he gives us from the left-hand side would be an asset, and also helps out defensively as well. Now, Adingra did quite well when he came on against Arsenal, and maybe he's starting to find his feet as well, so there could be a case that after 60 minutes we then switch it up a little bit, with Adingra coming on, Mayenda coming on for the pace and what have you. But that's just my team. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below of what team you would pick. Would you make any changes? That's kind of a few changes there, but let us know what you would think, or what you think on what your team would be and what your tactics would be. Now, looking a little bit further ahead, we now have got the Mags coming up on the horizon, and the discussion now is around Xhaka and Noah Siddiqui. Both have 1 yellow card away from a suspension. Now, I think we're going to have to be tactically clever here. How do we manage this booking? Because we didn't really want them to be missing for the Mags game. Mags game's massive. Now we've got some big games before that. We've got Man City, Liverpool coming up as well. So how do we kind of play this, and how do we kind of, manage this situation? Do they both get booked against Fulham, then both miss Bournemouth, or does one get booked against Bournemouth and misses? Does one get booked against Fulham, misses Bournemouth, then one gets booked against Bournemouth and misses Liverpool, or do they both get booked against Bournemouth and against Fulham and miss Bournemouth? And there's all sorts of permutations. But as long as they're back before the Newcastle game, I'm not bothered. For me, I would probably pick the latter, where one gets booked on Saturday, one gets booked against Bournemouth, and then it's all done and dusted before the Mags game. We cannot afford to be missing one or two of them against the Mags. We need our best team fit. We've got the points on the board, you know, already. Do we take a hit and just focus on the Mags, or do you think we should be concentrating on getting and just taking every game as it comes? And, you know, and if they are missing, so be it. But let me know what your thoughts are on that. You know, I just want us so badly to beat the Mags at the moment that it's coming up quick, and they are worried about playing us. You know, I need that about they'll be shitting themselves coming out of the form that we're in. They've not won an away game this season, so it's going to be a massive game for both clubs. So, and we need our best team available, best squad available. But let me know what your thoughts are. Now, how I think the game's going to go on Saturday. Well, Fulham are very good at home. They've played 5, won 3, drew 1, lost 1, scored 8, conceded 3 so far this season. They've took 10 out of the 11 points at Craven Cottage this season. And our record down there, well, against them in general, since 2001, we've played them 26 times, winning 7, drawing 9, losing 10. At Fulham, we've played them 13 times in the last 20 years. Since 2001, we've won 4, drew 3, lost 6. The last win down there was in 2015 when we beat them 3-1 in the FA Cup. The last league win at Craven Cottage came in January 2014 when we won there 4-1 when Adam Johnson scored a hat-trick and also Sung Young Ki got on the score sheet. So, like I've already said, I do think we've got a great chance of getting the result down there. I think on paper, we've got a better team than them. You know, man for man, we've got a better squad. We know our games are not played on paper, but I just think we'll have a bit too much for Fulham. And I'm going to go for a big win, a big 3 points. I'm going to go for Fulham 1, Sunderland 2, to continue this momentum going, to kind of cement that place in the top 4 and keep on this run for as long as possible. But submit yours in the comments below to try and get a chance to get on that leaderboard of the score competition. So, against Arsenal, there was quite a few predicted a draw. So well done to you. So Alex Dixon, Brian Green, David Edwards, David Jackson, David Hall, or D Hall, Luke Pennick, yours truly, Peter Smith, Ray Knight, Tony Huntington and Trevor Henderson all predicted draws and get 2 points each, which leaves the overall score competition looking like this. A new leader, Tony Huntington is out in front on 17 points. Chris Carter-Jackson, Elizabeth Eyre, John Ruddock, Peter Smith are on 16 in second. Alex Dixon, me, Brian are in third place. Brian Greener, Mark Aki, Ray Knight, Steve SM68, Stuart Mack are in fourth on 14. And David Jackson and Richard Waite are on 13 points and are in 5th place. So, like I say, get your predictions in the comments below for a chance to get on that leaderboard. They must be in this video to count, and you must be a subscriber as well. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hype. We're now only 114 subscribers away from that massive 5k mark. So please, if you are a returning viewer and you're loving the content, please hit that little black button. It's free, will cost you out, and see if we can get to that 5k mark. So close now, and I'm so excited to get there. Also, don't forget, and I've still got the book there, The Fixer, which is on Amazon. You know, people that have read it have kind of enjoying it. So, you know, if you are into reading, it's a nice short story. There's another one going to be coming out on the 8th of December, which there'll be some previews coming out for in the next few weeks. I'm excited to get that one out as well. But let me know what your thoughts are on that as well. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video, which will be the match review of hopefully a win against Fulham. Take it easy.
Sunderland's where we live and fight with pride.